from there, subscribe if you have not, ring that bell for notifications, and I appreciate you. This is the Prismacolor. This is the blue and this is the red. This is what I use. And then again, I use the Sumo grip. I really like the finer tip for sketching. And then I also use the Sumo grip 0.7 for just like regular sketching. It's been a while since an actual drawing video. Today I wanted to just kind of go through sketches that I've made over this past couple of months, January, February. And so let's get into it. I mostly draw stylized character portraits because I mostly get inspired by social media artists, and I'll put them here. These are the artists that I'm inspired by. And so thank you so much for all the work that you do and for sharing your progress in art journey online. And generally, I do get inspired by just literally everything in life. But enough ranting, let's get into it. Nothing on this first page. This is the actual first page of when I started the sketchbook. I date mine, so this is February 5th. That's when I started this. And each week I just kind of slowly started to fill it in more. February 12th, this is where I start overlapping my sketches because I really find it cool and interesting. This is February 15th. And here I also really start getting into using some markers. I don't really use them recently, but I really want to get back into it. February 20th. And then here you can really just see what I'm inspired by. And again, stylized character portraits of either just idols or I get inspired by hairstyles from idols, and I watch a lot of K-pop MVs or K-pop music videos, and I draw what I see. I use their hairstyles, whatever they're wearing, costumes, etc. And yeah, so February 25th. Again, start overlapping the sketches. I really try to make use of every inch of the book because I really find it cool, but also just liberating, kind of like a brain vomit of ideas. And this is March 1st. Keep going. Lots of different gestures, lots of different positions, poses. Some of these are people that I draw who are sitting right in front of me. This is March 8th. Trying to play with a little bit of expressions here and there, just different poses. I really need to try to explore more other than just what you see here. I really want to experiment with like storytelling and dynamic poses, action poses. But otherwise, this is more like relaxed day-to-day poses. And so March 15th, this is pretty cool. I really enjoy all the different characters, and I use these pencils. This is the Prismacolor. This is the Prismacolor pencil. This is the blue and the red. The blue and the red, this is what I use for when I sketch. And that's how I get this overlapping purple, like a deep purple black color, and I really like that look. And then here I really started to overlap the different sketches because I think it's really cool and really interesting. And so just really trying different poses, relaxed poses, and I really want to get into action poses because I feel like they could be a lot of fun to experiment with and try to get out of the box or draw something that I'm not always drawing. because I really feel like that's the fun part. And then, yeah, March 15th, this is March 18th. Sometimes I draw more often on certain weeks, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I really liked how much I've just been having fun just drawing. It's really cool, really fun. I personally like it. I also, some of these are a little bit lighter than the others. And I also use this. This is another pencil that I use. I use Sumo Grip. One is the 0.5 and one is the 0.7. Those are my favorite pencils. Get some nice hard edges, soft edges. Really fun experimenting with different pencils. That's what I really like traditional art. March 27th, I forgot if I said that. And then we're getting into April. April 1st, that's crazy. It's already almost the end of April right now. It's kind of crazy to see that. Again, I really like the overlapping of different sketches. I really think it's cool. It's kind of like a diary almost. And again, trying to play with different hairstyles, trying to play with different character poses, relaxed poses, front, back facing, things like that, because I try to really force myself to draw something that I don't normally. And then this is April 7th, really trying to push the facial expressions and just trying to be more loose. And I feel that I'm slowly trying to be more loose. It's really hard, but I really like that challenge. And yeah, really trying to play with kind of like squash and stretch of the face. I really like some of that here. This is a favorite. This is also a favorite. Just like kind of like jaw opening and then trying to retain the face shape without squashing it too much. And then this is it. This is the recent week. What is it? This was, we're just gonna get into it and just see what we can create, because I really love just creating. And I've been really slow this month because I got sick and I've been dealing with a lot of personal errands and things like that. I like to just sort of erase a little bit just to be able to see what I'm drawing over. It's really fun. I think it really challenges me to like not be so perfect sketchbook, because I really just feel like a sketchbook should be a safe space to draw and doodle. I have a photo book here with me, and we're gonna draw this pose. Okay. Should I just like leave it right here? I don't know. My favorite part of just drawing is just being able to really experiment with the shapes. I kind of struggle regardless, because I mean it's not easy trying to get an idea down on paper and like having it look the way you want it to. But yeah, so her legs are kind of overlapping on top of her chest, so it's kind of hard to see where things go. And this leg is kind of going outwards, but then it goes inwards like this. Trying to work fast. Not trying to be perfect again, but my brain just automatically tries to make it look perfect. That looks pretty good to me. I think I really just try to be a little bit more loose. Try to establish the face a little bit. She's like leaning more this way, so trying to keep it accurate to the reference. It's not easy. I'm struggling. It's like, it looks easy to do, but it just feels like I'm constantly struggling. And then her hair is kind of like tucked in. It's tied back, kind of like a space buns or like a ponytail, kind of. And yeah. I don't know. I struggle. Let's see. I kind of do like this almond eye and then just kind of like cut out kind of like a sculpture. And then they're looking kind of like at the camera, so something like that. Yeah. And then just like a serious face shape. I mean, serious facial expression. But yeah, this is what I normally do just to sort of practice. Whenever I don't know what to draw, I go to my photo books, and they are how I sort of get my reference images, because I feel like having a reference really forces you to draw differently. And that's what I feel like. Everything in art, I feel like, is subjective, but I really got into art by drawing what I liked, and I really just love the dynamic of different looks and styles that K-pop idols have, and I've just been really kind of fascinated with that. And it's just more of just really exploring facial expressions and having fun with that, because I feel like you should draw what you like also, because it shouldn't feel like a job unless it is. So for me, it's more of like a, it's more for like, this is drawing time. I feel like that kind of like helps me to enjoy the process, because when I don't enjoy the process, you can see it in my art, and I feel like you can see it in other people's art, like when they don't enjoy the process and when they do. That's how I feel like. And then so getting back to the reference, the reference has ripped jeans, so I'm trying to like mimic that. It's hard to draw ripped jeans, even though like I am drawing from reference. It's still hard to like stick to or be more accurate, and so I don't draw a lot. Like, this is one of the times where I'm actually drawing when I'm not commuting to work. A lot of the time when I am drawing on my way to work, because I have a long commute, and that's just when I have time. But I've never drawn just at home, and it's just been such a long time because I don't make the habit of doing so. But anyways, that's just me. I digress a lot. And so they're wearing like a jacket, like a rain, what do you call that? I don't know. Like a, anyways, jacket. It's kind of like an oversized jacket a little bit. And then it goes a little bit over their hands, so it's overlapping a lot. And so this is the hand. It's just sort of relaxed. And then one finger is staying out or standing out on its own. It's so hard. It's like, my goodness. Hold on. I am struggling. It's like I know what I want it to look like, but I think this is pretty good. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to make it. I'm just trying to stick to the reference and trying to just accurately draw what I see. But I sometimes get I tunnel vision into all the details, so I just forget to sort of stick to the reference and what I see. It's just so easy to get lost in the details. Imperfection. So I think that's pretty much it. And then they have like a little hair piece that kind of sticks out like that. And then what is it? And then they have like a little skateboard. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, draw the bottom of the jeans. A little bit of what do you call it? The folds, fabric folds. I don't draw a lot of fabric, so I struggle with that as well. And that's where I feel like my weaknesses. I just don't draw full body portraits like this. Stuff that I challenge the foreshortening or perspective a lot, because I just get used to drawing the same thing over and over. And I really like this pencil because it's just really fun. It's like not permanent, but it helps me get the ideas down the way that I want it to. And it's just my personal favorite choice of drawing utensil or tool. And yeah, so that was just one drawing. That was this one, as you can see. Like, I feel like I could push the head tilt more. So how about let's redraw it. Let's do it one more time and see if I can do a better job. Sorry for my squeaky chair. My chair is very old. And so let's erase that. Let's do this. I think I could do a better job. So let's try. So this is the head, this is the body. So the body is just sort of tilting this way. So, yep. And then that's how I see the body. And then underneath, the pelvis is right there. And then just kind of draw it a little way leaned over, just to sort of exaggerate the position of the head. Because I feel like this would really help, really exaggerate. I don't know. Alright. And then this is what I'm seeing. And then the hips. This is where I feel like it stops. The top of the knee stops there. And then it bends forward or bends inwards. where I feel like it stops, but it could be wrong. I believe my intuition is pretty good. Alright, and then overlapping. I don't know how to draw feet. I don't know. I think that's pretty good. I believe. And then inwards, the arms go like this. They're like oops. I may have okay. It goes so it's right here. And then it kind of this is the wrist, and then the hands go like that. This I feel is a little bit better. Kind of represents the posture more accurate, I feel. It's kind of hard to see where the inwards of the arms are because the jacket is covering most of it. So I'm just kind of taking some just follow what I feel is right. That's what I'm trying to do. And so just really following the form and how I feel it's laid out. But I think that's pretty good. And then I think that's pretty good. Oh my god. It's like I can't really see it. Like it's very light, so I'm like trying to remember what is where, you know? It's okay. Well, I'm not concerned. Again, this is just supposed to be for fun. This is not like supposed to be like a perfect sketch by all means, by any means. This is just for fun. Like it's not anything serious. It's just like a way for me to get into a habit of drawing when I'm at home. I think it's really fun. It should be a fun process. Like it should be kind of like a exercise because it challenges me to be better and try something different every day. I think that's fun. I think it's really cool to just kind of get lost in the process, but also, you know, be mindful and intentional at the same time, because it's quite easy to just get lost in all the detail and then forget what you were trying to do. But that's not what we're trying to do. I'm trying to be mindful. I'm trying to be more mindful than usual because that forces me to just be more conscious of the lines that I'm putting down. I think it's really cool to just sort of build your own intuition of what you think is right. So regardless, yeah. Regardless, whatever you feel is right, you do you. This is like the pants fold. Again, they're like ripped jeans, so it's kind of like hard to really figure out where everything is. This is the other ripped side of the jeans. Just trying to see what I draw. Just try not to put too much detail down. Like just sparingly put detail down, because when you put too much detail, it kind of ruins the expressiveness of it. By it just like, you know, Because I think when you put too much detail and when you go back over your current lines, it kind of makes it harder to read. So I feel that is really important to be mindful of, because that really forces you to be more minimalistic and also just more intentional of the lines that you're putting down. Yeah. And so this is where the head is. This is their kind of like bun, and then they have like hair strands that just kind of like pop out, because that's just hair, like when it's the pieces that are sticking out. And that's just the fun part. It's kind of like stylizing little bits and pieces where you can just sort of put your own spin on. Just kind of using my best judgment as to like where the hair would go, where the ear would go, stuff like that. It really just challenges you to be more mindful of like the distance between like the head and everything. I think I'm like trying to be a little bit more conscious, you know. Again, I'm just drawing like where like the eye sockets would go, because it just helps me to like place it a little bit better. This is just my process and what helps me, so hopefully you find what works for you, because I feel like everybody has their own sort of methods and techniques for everything, because you sort of like you just build your own you build your own library of how you draw things and how you see things. But yeah, I think this time around, I think this sketch I really pushed the head tilt a little bit more. You can kind of see it. I really feel like this one is more stiff, but this one captures the head tilt a little bit more, the foreshortening that I wasn't able to in the first time around. Oh god. I'm like, it's so hard to draw. Like, okay, I'm just gonna tilt it. I really just can't draw. Like, I was drawing diagonal. Like, I couldn't really do that. It's so hard to do that. Okay. It's so hard to, like, draw it diagonally. Like, I can't do that. I'm not that good. You know what I mean? I'm, like, I've been drawing for almost a decade, but I can't do it sideways. I have to like be on the same kind of like see on the same plane, you know? It's hard. It's not easy. This is honestly what I'm struggling with, because I draw like a placeholder for the nose by drawing like a little triangle, and that's how I have been able to just sort of draw the eyes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I captured it more. I captured like the essence of the pose more in the second one, and I feel like that's how it always goes, because first try it's just like it's always the warm up. It's always the warm up, and I think it's really fun. But regardless, I think that we can sort of. Should we try one more? Should we try one more, or do we feel like I think it's good. I think it's good. I think that this is a really fun, and it really just it's supposed to be like relaxing, and I think that it can be just very fun to do. Like, this is nothing serious. Like, it's not supposed to be like, perfect by all means. It's not like a finished illustration. It's just a fun little sketch that I feel like can help challenge me in certain ways. And I think that should be the main focus when it comes to doing these sort of like studies or just sketches, just little fun little sketches in your book. It's not supposed to be perfect, but again, I've I do still struggle with it, even though I say it's not supposed to be perfect. But that's just how it goes. You just sort of live and learn, and you just gotta move on to the next project, I would say. I'm like, there are like some parts of it that I'm like, I want it to be perfect. And I'm just trying to, like, I'm trying to not make it perfect, but I can't help it. I do like the look of overlapping the red pencil with the blue pencil because it creates like a nice softness. Like, as you can tell here, I really like how it blends together, and that's just what I like, and just my aesthetic. And I really just love the idea of kind of traditional media blending because it's just so easy to just go over in digitally. But this way, I just challenge it. I challenge it and I have fun. I trust the process of just having fun and just letting it just fall into place, sort of. To an extent. Everything to an extent. Because at the end of the day, this is just supposed to be a fun little sketch, and to me, that's what this is. Nothing. There are no high stakes here. Just me, pencil, paper, write ideas down, stuff like that. Just challenging my brain to see differently than I would have otherwise, or otherwise have not. I don't know. Like, I really just like the idea of just drawing mindlessly, but also within reason, by also just, going in with a goal and trying to stick to that goal. Because if you don't have a goal and you're just drawing mindlessly, if that's your goal to just have fun doodling mindlessly just for like 10 minutes, then by all means do it. But my goal is to just sort of go in, but also stick to the script, which is the reference that I'm drawing from. And I really feel that you can kind of see it. You can kind of see the pose being more accurate in this second one than in this first one. I really like how it just it's more tilted. The head is more tilted. I feel like I could tilt the head just a little bit more before it kind of like looks uncanny valley. But yeah, that's just how I feel, and I think that everybody has their own sort of feel for how you do things, and that's okay. Everybody does things differently, and I would say that is perfectly fine. And then I also forgot to draw the skateboard. They're leaning on like a little skateboard, so let me draw that. Let me draw that. I don't draw skateboards. Like, I've never skateboarded in my life, but I've always seen people who do skateboard, and I get so fascinated because I'm like, maybe that's like something I would want to try someday. But for now, maybe some other time. But anyways, I digress. I think that's pretty cool. I think I did a pretty good job capturing the pose that I was referencing, and I'm pretty happy with myself. It's not easy trying to feel accomplished, but also like happy with the end product, because I always get so concerned. I always get so concerned about the end product that, like, I feel like I can't enjoy it because I feel like I didn't accomplish what I came out to do. And it's always just such a struggle. And I feel like that is the struggle of being a perfectionist. When you go in with the mind of being perfect, but when you go in and, like, there's no high stakes, you're having fun, it's just more enjoyable. It's more enjoyable, and that's why I feel like I need to try to do more of. I need to just go in with the mindset of just having fun and just, like, going in with the mindset that there's no high stakes. This is all just for fun. Nothing is permanent or something like that. Just have fun, like, enjoy the process and be intentional. I feel like that is also my biggest point, is being intentional with the lines that I put down, because that helps force myself to also think before I put a line down, because it's just so easy, again, to just get lost in the process, in the art process, without thinking. But yeah, I think I could have definitely done a better job. But I'm pretty happy with this outcome. It's really cool, you know? I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun to just explore and have, just really enjoy the art process. But I think I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I don't know if I can just sort of, like, zoom in. Like, you can really see the difference in, like, the pose and also, like, the expression. I really feel like I did a better job here. Like, I tilted the head more, and the body, it just feels more relaxed here than here. But I also feel like, yeah. So this is the first attempt, and this is the second attempt. And I feel like if I did a third attempt, it would just be perfect. Well, not perfect, but it would be, I feel like I could even exaggerate it further, but maybe another time, because I feel like I did what I came out to do here, and I'm really happy about that. Nah, I think it's good. I think that's good. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I feel like if I touched it even further, it would just ruin it, you know? You know what I mean? Alright, I will cut it there. I appreciate you watching however long you did. I really just want to try something like this, just a sketch with me. It's really fun. I feel like it's really cool to just see somebody's art process and how they sketch. So that's pretty much how I go about doing or drawing most of my characters that I have shown you earlier in this video. That's just how I, from start to finish, how I draw. Hopefully that's been kind of amusing. Maybe we'll do a session where, like, I draw a face and then I, like, finalize it with, like, this, with, like, the red and blue pencil. But anyways, I digress. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. If you really enjoyed a really chill video, I think this is more on the chill end. I've never done a video like this. If you do, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I really just love getting lost in the art process. And if you are also a collector of K-pop photo books, and you have these at your fingertips, really make use of them, because I really feel like these are just amazing poses and reference photos to use from. That is not AI. I struggle trying to find reference pictures. That is not AI. But that's just me digressing about AI images. And so from there, subscribe if you have not, ring that bell for notifications, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And until next time, I hope to see you again soon. Peace out, Team Scout. Trying to be more inclusive.